Hi, everybody. Welcome to Valley Views, what you see and what you hear in the Coachella Valley. And you are going to see a lot that my first guest can tell you all about because Fashion Week is almost upon us, but there are other events before that, and it's a busy, busy time for her. So we're not going to spend a lot of time in the open because we want to get right to it and learn everything. So Susan Stein is the creative producer director of Fashion Week El Paseo. She is also the fashion editor of Palm Springs Life magazine and does a fabulous job at all of the above. We have with us today from Desert Symphony, Nancy Tapek, Marilyn Benikowski, and Gary Bergson. And right smack dab in the middle of all of that, we are going to share with you the tape that we made last month at the Oscars. And it was a very, very special event. So we have a full show. Hope you can sit back, relax, enjoy Valley Views, and we'll be right back.
What do you have when you buy a Lexus from Desert Lexus? Peace of mind. Peace of mind knowing Desert Lexus has a large inventory of new and certified pre-owned Lexus vehicles for you to choose from, and a service department conveniently open Saturdays, offering a fleet of complimentary service loaders to keep you on schedule. For over 25 years, Desert Lexus has been giving their customers peace of mind. Desert Lexus, located at the Cathedral City Auto Center, or online at desertlexus.com.
Turn it on and turn it up with Eli Young Band. Saturday, March 19th at 8 p.m. The Spotlight 29 Casino Showroom. Eli Young Band. Tickets on sale now at Spotlight 29 Casino box office or at spotlight29.com. The new EP featuring Turn It On is available now. Find more at eliyoungband.com. Only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
Susan Stein is one of my very, very most favorite people. And we had a wonderful time at an event here at Ironwood with the...
Oh, we sure did.
Remember, we just talked and answered questions, and that was so fun. Today, though, I want to ask you about Palm Springs Life Festival, and you can kind of lead into Fashion Week.
Okay.
Because you're so involved with all of it.
Well, it's all part of one big event now.
Right.
So the Palm Springs Life Festival includes Fashion Week El Paseo, Palm Desert Food and Wine Festival, and a lot of really wonderful musical events that we're having all over the valley. We're starting off next week, actually, with Placido Domingo and Renee Fleming, who will be at the show at Agua Caliente. And that's going to be a wonderful performance with other singers and other entertainment. And then we have Sarah Chang, a violinist, and Midori, who will be at the Rancho Mirage Amphitheater all through the next couple of weeks. And then we go into Fashion Week, which is April 3rd through the... I'm exhausted right now and I haven't finished. April 3rd through 9th. And that opens up with La Chaîne, which is one of our favorite shows. It benefits the Humane Society of the Desert. So we have two-legged and four-legged models.
Beautiful.
Wearing wonderful clothes. And the theme, and you're going to love this, Patty, is the 80s. Thank God it's a time we remember. Thank goodness.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, you remember it. And then we go into El Paseo Rocks, which is our store show of all the stores on El Paseo, rather. We have 10 stores. And then we have Michael Costello and his friends. And if you've seen our, publicity for this, just go to fashionweekelpaseo.com. You'll see the wonderful story on Michael Costello in the magazine this month. And then we have a show with Grays, who is one of the stores I know you do, and also the Jewelry Bar, followed by our wonderful emerging designers from FIDM, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. And then the weekend comes, and after I take a 2-minute nap, we do Zandra Rhodes, who I hope you all remember, but she is now Dame Zandra Rhodes.
Is she really?
She is just finished a show in London, her show in London. She also lives in the Southern California, so we were able to get her back here to be on the runway.
That's fantastic.
Just think women with pink hair.
Unbelievable.
And then we have one more big closing show, Mark Bauer, who does fabulous, sexy, wonderful red carpet clothes, and that'll be our finale show.
I happen to know a story about Michael Costello that no one else knows.
Oh, okay.
Because when he was just starting in Palm Springs, and I had need of a special dress for a possible wedding, which never happened, but Michael Costello designed and made my dress. And I've said to my daughter, since he's become so well known and so popular, I've said, you have that dress someplace, grab it, find it, we can sell it.
Yeah, right on eBay. And I'll tell you, Michael came to us about, this is our 11th year for Fashion Week. And Michael called me about 10 years ago and said, I want to show at Fashion Week. So we looked at his sketches and so forth. And all of a sudden, Michael was on Project Runway.
Yes.
And he learned so much in that experience. And it proved if you can go through all of that, and now he works with every. He just dressed Jennifer Lopez for her long-term project in Las Vegas. If you can do that and still be a nice person, which is what I love about Michael.
He is just the very same.
Yeah,
he's the same as he
wonderful.
was.
He's humble. He's great. He works hard, I'm very proud of him. We're proud to have had him for the last 5 years for Fashion
I
Week.
just think that it's interesting how it all comes around. When you are a nice and good person. He always loved his mother. He always said nice things about people. There wasn't a negative bone in his body, and he's so talented.
And he's a really smart, hard worker. I mean, he's always working. A lot of designers go and they have people who back them and support him. Michael has done this all himself.
Yes, he has.
Because he really wants to keep that creative control. I'm very proud. I can't say anything more. He's like my other child.
Yeah.
If I had a dream designer child, it would be Michael Costello.
Yeah, but if he were sitting here, he would speak of you the same way.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
says great, nice things
Well,
about you.
he does
too.
say I scream in the back room during the fashion shows. But you have to when you have 140 people.
Yeah,
right
and
there.
you can't blame him for being honest.
No, it's true. But we have it's always a great show. I've dragged him all over when I have an opportunity, and we've really loved every minute of it. Plus the rest of the people. I love.
So now do you feel, because we have a little bit of little ways to go, do you feel like you're all ready and things are falling into place?
Absolutely. I'm surprisingly calm. I start planning for next year before last year is over.
Oh.
Because people are now calling me for next year to be in Fashion Week. And that's part of the process.
Okay.
And it's amazing the people I meet that connect with me. Sometimes they're people who just want to walk on the runway. Often they're incredible designers. Usually they live in like India or places where, oh sure, we'll fly you here for the weekend, no big deal. So you have a lot of vetting to do. But it's been an incredible 11 years, 12 years actually. And
Well,
I look
very proud of
forward
you.
to 12 more.
Very, very proud of everything you've accomplished and
Oh,
everything I
thank
know
you.
you will continue on doing great things.
Well, you have been an incredible supporter and help. So I love you too.
I love you. Okay, don't miss it. Coming up, Fashion Week and Palm Springs Live Festival. Just stay tuned so that you'll know what's happening and be there. Be there or be square.
Be there or miss it.
Yeah, one or the other.
Thanks,
Wish you all the
Patty.
best.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome to J. Russell The Salon, a comprehensive beauty center with over 60 specialists here to help you with all your beauty needs.
We have been redefining beauty for over 30 years. Our state-of-the-art salon is designed to maximize your experience. Come and enjoy the feeling of beauty for yourself. You know the name,
You know the building.
you know the reputation.
We'd like to get to know you.
Everybody comes here with a bright smile and positive attitude. You know, you can show up here and be in the worst of mood and leave with the most grateful heart.
If you're thinking about volunteering, I would definitely suggest coming down to Pegasus. It's definitely an experience that will last a lifetime.
All we ask for is a couple hours of your time, whatever you can give. We just need your help.
Patty Grabeau is the president of Palm Springs Women in Film and Television, and her husband Dale is her partner in all things, including that.
Absolutely.
So how thrilled are you tonight?
Are you kidding me? Second year in a row, the Shops on El Paseo are sponsoring this gorgeous party for us, and P-Swift is the beneficiary for our programs and education and book pals. Yay! So we're thrilled. Are you kidding? It's wonderful.
And the Buzz Box.
Oh, isn't that neat? I mean, they came aboard, and they're just such a kicky, fun thing. Rod Vanderboos and Bob Leinhart, and we're just thrilled about it. We're very excited.
Elaine.
Yes.
Elaine Church,
Yes, Mitch, yes.
you look so familiar to me. Why do you look so familiar
Well,
to me?
we've worked together for 6 years doing the Broken Glass Awards. Now here we are at our second annual Oscar party.
And I'll tell you why you know each other well. For the last 48 hours, they've been tied at the hip at the dining room table, sorting out the tables. But it's all under control. They're very good at that.
That's right. Those tables just change by the minute, if not by the hour. No, we're just thrilled to be here. The Academy Awards, we are Palm Springs Women in Film and Television. We're here to celebrate filmmaking, and to build the filmmaking ethic right here in the Coachella Valley. We're so close to Los Angeles, we should be a major filmmaking center. Don't you agree, Elaine?
Well said, absolutely.
Well spoken.
Here we are with BuzzBox, up for Cocktail of the Year.
That's it.
Tell us more about the BuzzBox.
Well, the BuzzBox is a first eco-friendly cocktail in a box, ready-made, ready to drink. So, fantastic. It's all actually we say it's all natural. We use organic products. We're kosher, and it's the first true cocktail in a box that's ever been done.
And Janelle tells me you're up for an award.
Yeah, I wish.
Cocktail of the
I wish.
year.
Cocktail of the year. Yes, there you go.
We're voting tonight. Hope to walk away
Exactly.
with
And listen, and thank you. Thank you so much. You see BuzzBox there everywhere because you're doing such a great thing
We're
tonight.
proud to support women in film and our local charities out here. And thank you guys for all the wonderful work you do for women in film and keeping it local here in the Coachella Valley.
Fred Fern is one of the reasons that we are lucky enough to be here tonight, the Shops on El Paseo. Thank you so much.
We're all so lucky to be in this beautiful place called Palm Desert and the Shops on El Paseo that we're so proud of.
Oh, so proud.
And so proud of the women's group that are putting this event together.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Just so great. I mean, all day long I've been listening to people who have been to the Oscars and have been here now 2 years and like this best.
It's very special. I grew up in Los Angeles and I grew up with the movie people, and it's just wonderful how classy and gently wonderful they are.
Well, we love you for doing what you do.
I'm very proud of having today Jack Jones being honored. It's going to be very special for our award, and that's wonderful.
Eleonora and Jack Jones, two of my all-time favorites. I know you're singing Sinatra.
That's right. We've been doing it a while now. We just got back from England. We did it all over England.
Barbara was on the show and she told me all about it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thanks.
And it's at McCallum.
It's at McCallum, and it's on Friday, and with Patrick Williams conducting and arranging, and that's a special part of it.
Do you have any picks tonight that are special?
I am one of them is Spotlight.
Well, the Danish Girl was actually pretty good too, because the message after all was incredible.
Warren Jones produced this incredible event.
We're here to enjoy ourselves this evening because it's just a wonderful event. It's a wonderful event that we like to support here in the desert. And if it wasn't for this guy right here,
Yeah.
I don't know that we'd put it all together.
Well, and he's so good at this because his last name is Jones, as was mine.
It's yours, yes. We're related. We figured that out. We're related. I love that. Yes.
I do
yes,
too.
Yes.
But what a great job you've done.
Well, thank you. I hope everybody here enjoys tonight, the music, the dinner. Wolfgang Puck is doing a wonderful menu for us, and this is a fabulous event.
It really
It's just
is.
going to grow every year, get bigger and better.
Denise Dewberry-Hay is one of my favorite people on the planet Earth. How are you?
Thank you. I'm so great, and I'm so happy to be here. I mean, it's fabulous here in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, and what Women in Film has put on tonight is beautiful. Well, the Shops at El Paseo too. Thank you all for doing this, because it's glamorous. It's beautiful.
Shops on El Paseo and the BuzzBox, and you really got all this going. I mean, this has to make you feel real good.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I was definitely on the team to help make it happen, and it does. It's just gotten better and better every year. It's really elegant and fun, and brings a little of Hollywood right here in our backyard. I love that.
I have someone who's going to tell us the winner tonight of the 88th Academy Awards. Miss Terry, who is it?
For Best Actor, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yay.
Right?
Yeah.
For Best Picture, it's going to be Revenant.
Oh, wow. See, I can't see it.
Well, I can. I'm telling you, it was quite a movie.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wonderful directing and just really powerful. It's tough to watch, but it was great.
Dodie and Kevin Henry are here, and I have to tell you, I was at your restaurant and had such a wonderful dinner. But anyway, going on to, you're here tonight. Do you have like a favorite in the running?
She's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Best supporting actress.
Every night at the restaurant.
Yeah. That's true.
And you know we're talking about The Nest.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, I don't have a favorite this year, Ann. We've been so busy, I don't think we've seen any of the movies.
I know, it's embarrassing.
No, I feel it's the same thing.
I know.
Not one.
Hi, I'm Gabi for our unique desert lifestyle. You just have to check out Gabi Fashions and Gabi L's Boutique. If you're looking for trendsetting fashions and a fresh, hip vibe, Gabi L's Boutique is what you are looking for. Our fun fashion experts can help you put together a look that will turn heads and get attention. If shopping therapy and a new look gives you that attitude adjustment, come shop Gabi L's Boutique and get noticed.
High above the valley floor, nestled against the mountains, lies Ironwood, a world of beautiful landscapes and vistas so close to nature, but only steps from the heart of Palm Desert. A community rich in history that for generations has honored family, Ironwood offers a sense of place that is always warm and welcoming. With 2 world-class golf courses, tennis, fitness, and spa facilities, Ironwood makes for a wonderful lifestyle experience. Isn't it time you discovered Ironwood?
That was a very fun night, Oscar night on El Paseo and P-Swift. And we're going from that to the Desert Symphony. We're just so artistic here. And to my right is Nancy Tapek, the president. And to her right, behave my beating heart, Marilyn Benikowski, co-founder. Because I think of him, the maestro up there. What was the instrument he let me play that time?
You forgot, the triangle.
Yeah, well, I was going like that.
We call that the toys of the percussionists.
That was a toy, but I loved it. I loved it.
That was a good time.
He kind of talked me into that.
Yes.
I mean, he's still missed.
Thank you. Yes.
Let's talk about the Ovation. Well, the whole series is, we're winding down, but talk to us about what's left.
What's left is the Texas Tenors.
Whoa, one of the best.
They're coming in February, and in March we have Classical Mystery Tour, which I can't believe this, but it's 50 years of Beatle music. Do you realize 50 years ago those 4 chaps from Britain landed in New York City and set everybody on fire? And Ed Sullivan.
Was I born yet?
No, I wasn't. That's why I don't remember.
I mean, they were so amazing on Ed Sullivan.
They were. And this Classical Mystery Tour is going to revisit the full 50 years of Beatles music. Yes. And it's going to be incredible. These guys are really fantastic. And they changed into period costumes for each period that the Beatles did. It's a very high energy, wonderful show with all the music we grew up with and loved.
And when is this one?
That is March the 24th. And then we have the incomparable 2 pianos, which is going to be Billy Joel tribute and Elton John tribute.
Oh, dear me.
2 big, huge Steinways sitting face to face at the theater with 2 magnificent artists giving us the songbooks of each one of those gentlemen.
Whoa. How do you come up with all of this? Is just like amazing to me.
Marilyn and I
year
collaborate.
After
It's
year.
collaborative. We sit down and we yay, nay, constantly, and then finally we come to a conclusion.
Are you drinking while you do this?
Oh, always.
Now water.
Water.
Water for one.
Water for one, please.
I will tell you a funny anecdote because we're talking about the Beatles. When they first hit the shores, we had a music store and retail and school in New York, and my dear husband said, "Oh, they're just a flash in the pan, they'll never last."
And here we are.
And here we are. And that was his one boo-boo and all those years. So
I can't believe he said that.
He said that. He said that. So, but we're delighted to have them because they are fabulous.
Yes.
As Nancy said, they just go through the gamut.
Their songbook is unbelievable.
Oh,
even
for sure.
from the solos, the solo songs that they did to the collaboration with the four of them. But you know, they had a pact that every one of the songs that were written, whether it be a solo or for the four of them, every one was to be Beatle music. So no one of those artists have a single hit that is not considered Beatle music.
Isn't that something?
There's so many facts. I've been researching it, and there's so many facts for the 50 years of their music that it's mind-boggling. And everybody said, she loves you.
Except me, I said, woo!
Yeah.
And they were
Me too.
actually influenced by Bach, too. Nobody realizes that because Bach was, you could play Bach jazzy or regular, very big influence on them.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great show.
Interesting
Yeah,
things.
I'll be
about
there.
it.
And so the phone number, best number, is that one at McKenna?
Well, for tickets, it's 760-340-ARTS.
Yeah, easy to remember.
Yeah. Or you can always go to our website or our Facebook page, desertsymphony.org, and our Facebook page. Visit us. We want friends. We're on Instagram. We're tweeting.
Oh, you're just
We're just so social media.
I'm so not.
Yeah.
But if I were, I'd be a friend. So when you realize probably not the start of the year, but when you're putting together the next season, you guys actually work together and you call agents or you
We research.
We research what the trends are, and we work hard on it. We do a lot of research throughout the country and see what's going on and what's looking like it looks really interesting, something we'd like to do. We always like to do what we'd like to do, and our first and most important thing is giving our audience what they like, because I'll tell you, we have a very loyal audience.
Isn't that great?
We really do.
And a beautiful theater where no one has a bad seat.
Nobody.
It really is.
And what's nice is that each year we're gaining on our season ticket holders, which means a lot to us. And this has been an incredible season, and we're very pleased. And then we have a big blowout benefit in April.
Yes.
So that's going to be Neil Sedaka, who has wanted to sing with our symphony, and it's going to be happening on April the 9th.
April
at the McCown
9th.
Theater. Yes.
And better get those tickets.
Yes, they are on sale now at the box office, and because it's our benefit, we also have benefit type tickets where we do dinner first and then premier ticket to the show. And our honoree really makes me happy this year because we have given out the Amadeus Award for many, many years, and we're very particular about who we give it to.
Right.
And this year we're so thrilled to give it to Harold Matsman.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's very excited about receiving it, and we're just as excited about putting him in the list of dignitaries of like Frank Sinatra, Bob Hope.
Oh, bravo.
And John Tesh, Frankie Randall.
Oh, yeah.
And a few
all
others.
the greats.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks.
what you are.
So are you.
Thank
you for everything you do for this valley.
Oh, thank you for everything.
really help all of us.
We're going now to the man who does a lot for this valley, and that's Father Howard Lincoln. Father Lincoln?
One of the nicest things a person can say to me is, I trust you. And one of the most beautiful expressions of love is trust. When a person we love asks us for a favor, we do not say, well, wait a minute. What do you expect in return? We trust someone we love, and so we should trust God even when prayers don't seem to be answered and we are wondering, where is God? When you do not hear from someone we really care about for weeks on end, we do not think the person no longer cares about us. We trust that there's a good reason for lack of communication, and we are confident that our relationship has not been fated. Love calls us to trust God, even when God seems far away and uncommunicative. Anything you ever hear on this earth about how much God loves you will absolutely pale in comparison to when you see God in heaven. In the meantime, know that love overcomes doubt. Love thinks the best. Love is confident. A beautiful expression of love is trust.
Thank you, Father Lincoln, Father Howard Lincoln. Such wise words. Just a little reminder, Neil Sedaka, 27th anniversary concert, Saturday, April 9th at McCallum for this wonderful group. You guys are so wise to have him. And did you say it's his first time?
It's his first time with the symphony at the McCallum, yes. He
Amazing.
was alone before, but this is full symphony, which he loves. He
Yes.
just loves.
Isn't
All
that
his
great?
music just calls for symphonic music.
Mm-hmm. And
And under the
and
direction of Gary Bergson, who is in his 6th year with us.
Yeah.
And we're very fortunate to have him. He has a rich history in his past of the Royal Swedish Opera and Ballet Company, conducting for 30 years.
Goodness
so
gracious.
he has really come a long way in his career, Juilliard graduate, and our music director.
That was a wise choice.
Very wise choice. It's funny, he found us, actually.
He did?
Actually,
Yes,
he did. We
That's
met
cute.
him. We
Yes.
met him before he sent an email from Sweden to me and says, "Is there any music in the desert?" That was
That's
his
true.
first. That was the first
you said,
opening.
as a matter of fact,
and I
yes.
said, "Yes, we're here, and we're here all the time. We're not snowbirds." So we met 7 years before he came on.
And Ben actually met him before, too.
And,
so.
and there was
did?
an
Yes.
instant chemistry, with
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
You have no idea how much I think about Ben.
Well, you all do, the
we all
audience
do.
does. And,
Everyone.
And people are starting to say, you know, Gary is really stepping into
That's nice.
big
And
shoes.
he has the same attribute, which is so wonderful. His programming is impeccable,
I love it.
which is
I
important.
love it. I love you. I love all my guests today. Thank you for joining us, and hope to see you next week on Valley Views, 22nd year. Bye.
It's how you make it, so make it the most on right from the start. What's going on around me and you? There's a girl who can sell the show. She knows a thing or two. It's Patty's Valley View.